Shalom Israel.
Shalom.
We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohanna. We teach the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Indians, that we are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. And today is our Sabbath service. It's Exodus 20:8. We learn to keep the Sabbath day and keep it holy. All right, so today we are about to conduct our Sabbath service. Sir?
La to Israel.
Rise and face east. Let's say the Lord's Prayer.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Ba'a, Zaka, I.S.U.P.K, Aisha, Arataza, Kawa, I.S.U.P.K, Bashemayim, Natan, Lanawa, Lakam, Lakal, Yawam, Wasalaknoa, Awakinoa, Asalakinoa, Abawakinoa, Walaha, Tabayanoa, Basayawan, Ball, Oshainoa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Waala, Watapara, Wailamyam, Aman.
We know said in English now is our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth, as it is in heaven, give us this day, our daily bread, forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory,
forever. So be it. We're going to say the Hakat. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Abukasha, Latan Lanawa, Akat, Apara, Kalmada Kala, what Kalmada one, Akat, Lataha, Atamazarium, Akat, Lahwayum, Amatayum, Akat, Arakawat, Atamala, the garrison, Bashem, Oshai, Tawadaman.
When I say it in English, it's Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power, to heal, all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, power to cleanse the leper, power to raise the dead, power against the clean, cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you.
So be it. Let's say that bless Israel. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Barak, Wayashala, Habayat, Saparium, Barak, Rapa, Magun, Bashem, Yahushai,
Tawadaman. When you say in English, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us, and Israel, and the school, bless, heal, protect our loved one. In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
So be it.
We're going to say the Psalms 121. Ashaya, Ayanya, Al Hayayam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azaya, Isaiah, Mayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'a Rataza, Aliatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Alyan Nawam, Shamarka, Hayat, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashan, Shamawa, Yasharala, Yahweh, Yashamalka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliyad, Shamarka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakalka, Waya Rash, Bala Yala, Yahweh, Yashamalka, Makalarai, Yashama, Asnashpaka, Yahweh, Yashama, Tazalka, Wabawaka, Maita, Waid, Iwalam.
We say now in English Psalm 121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel. Neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is a shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore.
We're going to see Psalm 83. Al-Hayam. Al-Mayalaka. Al-Takakwash. Wa Al-Tashakwat. Al-Kaya. Hanna. Al-Yabaka. Yahama. Yawan. Raasha. Al-Malka. Sawada. Wayata. Ya Al-Tazawa. Al-Taza Pan one Yanaka. Al-Mawa. Yasharala. Al-Wada. Kaya. Lakia. Lakwawa. Wakaradam. Makawaya. Magawra. Wala'a. Yazaka. Shamya Shala.
Shamya Shala.
Aiwada.
Aiwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa. I Tazawa.
Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakada. Da.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa. I Yaka.
Ayaka.
Bariat.
Bariat.
Yaka Ra Tawa.
Yaka Rathwa.
Alhaya.
Alhaya.
I Dawam.
Adawam.
Wa Shamai.
Wa Yashamai.
Wa Yashamai. Alayam.
Alayam.
Ma wa Abba. Mawaba.
Yeah, Mawaba.
Waha Garam.
Wahagarayan.
Wahagoyam. Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'al Mawan.
Wa'al Mawan.
Wa'al Ma Lak.
Wa'al Malak.
Pa Salash Jat.
Palashat.
Al Ya Shama Ya.
Al Yashabia.
That's a war.
That's a war.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
I am. Imam. Hayawa.
Yawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
I hash laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasayan Sarah.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kaya Banya.
Oh, yeah, Kaya Banya.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kashash.
Kayashwan.
Nasha Madawa. By Yan Ira.
Bayan the Ira.
Hayawa.
The man.
La'a Damana.
The
Adama. Yasha Ta Mawa. Nada Yam Mawa. Ira. Waka Zab Abba. Wakaza Abba. Wakal Tazal. Manai. Kal Nasawan Yakama Wa.
Kal Nasayam Kamwa.
Asha. Amawo. Nasha Rashan.
Nayara Asha.
Rasha. Lanawo. Ata. Naat Wawat.
Naafwat.
Allahayam. Allahaya. Shayatamwa. Gangala. Kaash. Lapan Ya Rawakwa.
Lapanya Rawaka.
Kaash. Tabaira. Ra'ira.
The Ira.
Wakala Haba'a.
Yaka Kalahaba.
Lahat. Harayam. Kan Ta'ara Dabma.
Kantarat Padma.
Dabma.
Karat Dabma.
Dabma. Aika.
Basaraika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wabata. Kobatka. Tabahalayam.
Tabahalayam.
Mala'a. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Waya Bakwashwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Waya Bahalwa. Waya Kapawa. Waya Abadwa. Waya Daiwa. Kaya Ata. Shamka. Yahweh. Labadka. Ayawan. Kal Rataza.
What we just said in English now is, keep not thy silent, O God.
Keep not thy silent, O God.
And hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O
and be
God.
not still, O God.
For lo, thy enemies make it to mock.
Thy enemies make it to mock.
They that hate thee,
and they that hate thee,
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted.
Against
thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said, come, let us cut them off.
Cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
By the name of Israel.
By the name of Israel.
We no more in remembrance.
We no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles
and
of
the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab. And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
The Baal.
The
Ammon.
And Ammon.
Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
And the Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
I.S.U.P.K. is also joined with them.
Also joined with them.
They are whole.
They are whole.
The children of Lot.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor. It became as dung for the earth.
It became dung as for the earth.
Make their nobles. Like Oreb. And like Zeb. Yea. All the princes. As Zebah. And as Almuna. Who said, let us take to ourselves. The houses of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood. As the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded. And troubled. Forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone is Yahweh. Are the Most High. Over all the earth. Sir? Yeshabia, you need to sit. So today we're going to continue reading from the book of Exodus, chapter 8 and verse 1. So like here, starting from verse 2. The book of Exodus, chapter 8 and verse 2. Vayata Aharan, Ata, Yadawa, Al, Maya, Matazarayam, Wata'ila, Hatazab, Paradai, Wata Kasa, Ata, Arataza, Matazarayam, verse 3. Waya Aishawa, Khan, Hakaratamayam, Balata Yaham, Waya Ailahwa, Ata, Hataza, Parada Ayam, Aila, Rataza, Matazarayam, verse 4. Wayadara, Parai, Lamasha, Selaki, Lamasha, Walada Haran, Sela Wala Haran, Waya Amma, Ai Tayara Rawa, Allah Yahweh, Wayasa, Hataza Paradaayam, Mamanaya, Wama Amaya, Wa Asha Laka, Ata, Hamai, Selaki Ha'aima, Waya Azabakawa, La Yahawa, verse 5. Waya Amma, Masha, La Parai, Hatapara, Ailaya, La Mathaya, Ai Tayara, Laka, Wala Ai Badayaka, Wala Ai Maka, Laha Karayaf, Hataza Parada Ayam, Mamaka, Wamabath Yaka, Rakwa, Baya Ara, Tasha'a Rana, verse 6. Baya Amma, Lamakar, Waya Amma, Kadabaraka, Lama'aina, Tada'ai, Kaya, Ayana, Kayahawa, Alahayanawa, verse 7. Wasarawa, Hataza Parada Ayam, Mamaka, Wa Mabath Yaka, Wama'ai Badayaka, Wama'ai Maka, Rakwa, Baya Ara, Tasha'a Wana, verse 8. Waya Arat Salaka, Wayataza, Masha, Wa'aharan,
Ma'aima, Para'ai, Wayataza Aikwa, Masha, Allah, Yahweh, Al, Daba, Hataza, Parada Aima, it's like a Parada Ayam, Asha, Sham, La Para'ai. Right? That's from 2 to 8.
Exodus chapter 8 and verse 2. And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs, with street, and the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thy house, and into thy bedchamber, and upon thy bed, and into the house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy oven, and into thy kneeling trough. Verse 4, and the frog shall come up both on thee, and upon thy people, and upon all thy servants. Verse 5, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, stretch forth thy hand with thy rod over the stream, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. Verse 6, and Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. Verse 7, and the magicians did so with their enchantment, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. Verse 8, then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and said, entreat the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go, that they may do sacrifice unto the Lord.
Go ahead if you want to break it on me.
Right. You see now, that's to show you now how Moses and all just one day nation of Israel just to be slave and all, and he first people and and this man and then after now he's seeing, because he don't like as again, and that why the nation of Israel have brotherhood and thing, right? He have his people and thing, and he rather for his people to be just seeing all this thinkness coming around, and that's nothing like the people say. You see how cruel these nations and all, not only to the nation of Israel, but how cruel these nations and all could be to their own self and all too, and thing. They have no likeness and all too, right? Yeah. And then after again, you see like how the Moses, how the Moses again is always plead with people and things. Say, hey, let go my people, let go my people. What we have to do, say. That's like the day and all too. Them nations not coming to serve the Moses at no given time, just so how they're going to be doing the things that the Moses is by the same thing, by being forced to do the same thing, just how we stay in here and all too.
That's right. And sometimes when our king, our child returns, that's the only time when they will be able to be under full subjection under the power of the Most High. Right? Mr. Charisma. And so we'll continue reading. Continuing the book of Exodus, chapter 8 and verse 9. Waya Aisha, Yahweh, Kadaba, Masha, Waya Mathawa, Hataza, Paradai, Ya Paradayam, Mana, Habathiam, Mana, Hakatazarat, Wamana, Hashadath, verse 10. Wayataza Barawa, Hatam, Kamara, Waya Ma'asha, Way Salakia, Wath Basha, Ha'arataza, verse 11. Wayara, Para'ai, Kaya, Hayatha, Harawaka, Wahakaba, Salakia, Waha Kabad, Ata, Labawa, Wala'a, Shama'ai, Alahayan, Ka'asha, Deba, Yahweh, verse 12, Wayama, Yahweh, Allah, Masha, Amma, Allah, Aharan, Silaki Aran, Nata, Ata, Mataka, Wahaka, Ata, Aipara, Ha'arataza, Wa Haya, Lakanama, Bakal, Arataza, Matazariah, verse 13, Waya I Shawa, Khan, Wayata, Aharan, Ata, Yadawa, Bamata Hawa, Wayaka, Ata, Aipura, Ha Arataza, Wath Haya, Hakanam, Ba'adam, Waba, Baham, Laka, Salakia Kal, Aipura, Ha'arataza, Hayaha, Kanayam, Bakal, Arataza, Matazariah. Verse 14, Waya Aishawa, Khan, Hakarata Mayam, Balata Yaham, Lahawa Tazaya, Ata, Hakanayam, Wala'a, Yakalwa, Wata Haya, Hakanam, Ba'adam, Waba Baham, verse 15, Waya Amawa, Hakaratam, Tamama, Allah, Para'ai, Atazaba'i, Alahayam, Hawa'a, Wayaka Zakwa, Laba, Para'ai, Wala'a, Shama'ai, Alaham, Ka Asher, Daba, Yahweh. That was 9 to 15.
Exodus chapter 8 and verse 9. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, Glory over me, when shall I entreat for thee, and for thy servants, and for thy people, to destroy the frogs from thee and thy houses, that they may remain in the rivers only. Verse 10. And he said, Tomorrow, and he said, Be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our power. Verse 11, and the frog shall depart from thee, and from thy houses, and from thy servants, and from thy people, they shall remain in the rivers only. Verse 12, and Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto the Lord, because of the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh. Verse 13, and the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the field. Verse 14, and they gathered them together upon the heap, and the land stank. Verse 15, but when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hearkened his heart, and hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. Verse 16, and the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust of the land, that it may become light throughout all the land of Egypt.
Is it in 15, right?
And 15 also?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, can be enough 15.
So we're seeing here now where Moses getting instructions from the Most High to begin, to really put the plagues on Egypt. You understand? And Pharaoh again, the Most High had me had. You see, in case you get pressure, you come and beg and say, here, go ease him up a little bit. Talk to the Most High, say ease him up, and then I'm going to let people go. But as soon as you ease them up, guess what happens? You start back with the same thing again. It's nothing different to what they're doing now. You understand? The children of Israel say, well, we no justice, no peace. You understand? Black Lives Matter. They seem as if they're easing up, but when you look at it after a while, they start to kill we again. They start to murder we again. They start to do all manner of evil against the children of Israel. So you can say anything you want.
And I never check when you check them on our nations and them, right? So when the Mosai do it, we are not to when something there and all to you tell we don't touch it and all them, don't touch it and all them things. So the Mosai plague them with all this thinkness and thing. This man still decided, you know what? Why shitty as me going to that them can live wrong, these people them can live wrong these things and everything. It's normal to them. So why is something like ammonia? That we go have a strong reaction to ammonia and like, well, now boy, I don't move away from here and think them noon to them send and thing like that. I could take oil most I bring into oil. And there's another thing we could show and want to again. So this is like, we don't know them Africans, them are plenty of them other nations wrong, especially that we have wrong in the most in the Caribbean here, we have more or less plenty of the East Indians and them, right? And then just to show and want to so we coming together and praying and them in the Christian church and thing, but that just as see them like every one of them nation is every one of them is a dead one. Don't put your trust in them because you see exactly what will be going on here and thing. Yes, you're going to Christian church, you're among them, you're going to pray them, but them not hey, them not for black people and thing. But just like for Pharaoh, hey, yeah. Go and tell your power, yeah, going to let go your people, big lie and thing. And gonna keep people in bondage and thing too, right?
That's fine, Charisma. So you continue reading. The book of Exodus, chapter 16, selected chapter 8 and verse 16. Wa ya Amma, Yahweh, Allah, Masha, Hashakam, Babakwa, Wahata, Yatizaba, Lapania, Harai, Hanna, Yawataza, Hamayam, Wa Amatha, Selake, Wa Amarath, Alayawa, Khan, Selake, Amma, Yahweh, Shalaka, Amaya, Wayai Badaniya, verse 17. Kaya, Amma, Ayanaka, Mashalaka, Atta, Aimaya, Hananaya, Mashallah, Yaka, Baka, Waba'ai Badayaka, Waba'ai Maka, Waba Batha, Salaki, Waba Bathyaka, Atta, Ha'aiba, Ha'airaba, Wa Mala Awa, Bathya, Matazariah, Atta, Ha'airaba, Wagam, Ha'adam, Asha, Ilaya, verse 18. Wahapalayathia, Bayawam, Ahawa, Ata, Arataza, Gashan, Ashar, Aimaya, Aimada, Salaki Aimad, Yaha, Labalafia, Hayawaf, Shama, Irab, Lama'ai na, Tada'ai, Kaya, Anaya, Yahawa, Bakwarab, Ha'arataza, verse 19, Wayashamathia, Padath, Banya, Aimaya, Wabayan, Aimaka, Lamakara, Hayahaya, Ha'atha, Hazaha, verse 20, Waya Aisha, Yahawa, Khan, Wayaba, Irab, Kabad, Bayatha, like a Bayatha, Para'ai, Wabayah, Aibadayawa, Wabakal, Arataza, Matazarayan, Tashakaf, Arataza, Mapanya, Ha'ai Rab. Verse 21, Waya Paba, Para'ai, Allah, Mosha, Wala Aran, Waya Amma, Lakawa, Zabakawa, La Alahayakam, Ba'arataza, verse 22, Waya Amma, Masha, La'a, Nakawan, La'aishawaf, Khan, Kaya, Tawa Aibath, Matazarayan, Nazabak, La Yahawa, Alahai Yanawa, Han, Nazabak, Atta, Tawa Aibath, Matazarayan, Yana, Yanaha, Salakia, La'ai Naya Naham, Wala'a Yasakwa Lanawa. Alright, so that's 16 to 22.
Exodus chapter 9 and verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 17. And they did so. For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man and in the beast. And all the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 18. And the magicians did so with their enchantment to bring forth lice, but they could not so. There was lice upon man and upon beast. Verse 19. Then the magician said unto Pharaoh, This is the finger of the Most High. And Pharaoh's heart was hearkened, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. Verse 20. And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. Verse 21, else if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarm of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into the houses, and the houses of the Egyptians shall be filled with swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. Verse 22, and I will sever in that day the land of Goshen in which my people dwell, that no swamp of fly shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth.
After 20, right?
Yeah, after 20.
So we see here where the Most High continues to plague Pharaoh with all the different plagues, frogs, lice, and he went so far to let them know, I'm going to make a separation between Goshen where the children of Israel were and Egypt. So he go make lice as dust with the Egyptians. You understand? Anywhere turn on man and beast, so nobody arrests in Egypt. But in the land of Goshen where the children of Israel are, nothing there, no problems. You understand? So that is to show you the power of the Most High to separate between Egypt and the nation of Israel. So if you had think.
Like when we check the outside part of it, but like we have all the pores and we have all the pores and them things, but like them Africans and them like them flies and them lice and all them frogs, they outside part of it, but that's like nastiness, right? They ain't letting go of them. The most people at all. They like to be itching and scratching and things.
I'm Muslim Christ. So you continue reading. So the book of Exodus, chapter 8 and verse 23. The Rakah Shalawash, like a Shalawaf. So get Shalashaf, Yam, Nalaka, Bamadar Ba, Wazabak Nawa, La Yahaw, Alahayana, Ka'asha, Ya'ama, Alayanawa. Verse 24. Wayama, Para'ai, Anakaya, Ashalach, Atakam, Wazabak, Talam, La Yahawa, Alahayakam, Bamadaba, Raka, Harakakwa, Allah, Tarakaya Yakwawa, Lalaka, Ha'aita, Yarawa, Badaya. Verse 25. Waya'ama, Masha, Hanakaya, Wayataza'ama, Salakia, Ya Wataza, Ma'ai Maka, Waha'aita, Rataya, La'a, Yahawa, Wasa, Ha'airab, Mapara'ai, Ma'ai Badayawa, Mawa'ai Mawa, Makara, Rakwa, La'a, Yasap, Para'ai, Hatala, Labalafia, Shalaka, Ata, Ha'aima, La Zabak, La Yahweh. Verse 26. Wayataza, Masha, Ma'aima, Para'ai, Wayahaithara, Allah, Yahweh. Verse 27. Waya Aisha, Yahweh, Kadaba, Masha, Wayasa, Para'irab, Ma Para'ai, Ma'ai Badayawa, Wa Ma'aima Wa La'a, Nasha'a, Akkad. Verse 28. Waya Kada, Salah, Waya Kabad, Para'ai, Atta, Labawa, Gam, Bapaima, Haza'af, Wala'a, Shalaka, Atta, Ha'aima. This is the book of Exodus chapter 9 and verse 1. Wa Amma Yahweh, Allah, Masha, Ba'a, Allah, Para'ai, Wadabaraf, Allah Yahweh, Kaha, Amma, Yahweh, Alahaya, Ha'aiba, Raya, Shalach, Ata, Aimaya, Wiya, Aibadan. Right, so that's it from 23 to 9 and 1. Oh yeah, so document. So mine's about the 28th now. Okay. How much you consume? Yeah, I see the document.
Yeah, I get to realize that I know to the other day, I know to that I will Gallon left.
In English? Yeah. Probably just word translate.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We will read according to what happened.
Alright.
And so we go. From there we go and try it to we go just straight out.
Right. So read up to Isaiah 9.
Yeah, so read up to 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 20. Read up to 20 now. Right.
23 start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exodus chapter 9 and verse 23. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be. Verse 24. And the Lord did so, and there came a grievous swamp of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by reason of swamp of flies. Verse 25. And Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron, and said, Go you, sacrifice to your power in the land. Verse 26. And Moses said, It is not meet so to do, for we shall sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Lord our power. Lo, shall we sacrifice the abominations of the Egyptians before thy eyes, and will they not stone us? Verse 27. We will go 3 days' journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Lord our power, and as he shall command us. Verse 28, and Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that you may sacrifice to the Lord your power in the wilderness. Only you shall not go very far away. Entreat for me. Verse 29.
Yeah, right.
Verse 29, and Moses said, Behold, I go out from thee, and I will entreat the Lord that the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let not the Pharaoh deal deceitfully, and more in not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Lord. Verse 30, and Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. Verse 31, and the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and he removed the swarm of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. There remained not one. Verse 32, and Pharaoh hearkened his heart at this time also, neither would he let the people go. Exodus chapter 9 and verse 1, then the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus saith the Lord, power of the Hebrews, let the people go, that they may serve me.
So you see that again once more, every time the children of Israel, Moses go to the children of Israel, talk to them, and then he go to Pharaoh and let him hear what the Moses say, let my people go. As soon as the complications come on him, he say, all right, yeah, I'm gonna let them go. And then as soon as he get eased up, more oppression against the children of Israel. So I think you're adding to it.
Yeah, let's say again, these are the nations, they do not have the fear of the Mosai and things. And you just see like how the Mosai just bringing things on a whole land and people houses and all kind of thing, right? Things are like pest when people, that's sometimes you're just seeing one fly and you like you be disturbed, you're gonna look to get sprayed, that's just spray one fly, but you seen flies covering all whole land, all the whole houses and all kind of thing, and like wait, but these people are still in fear in the Mosai and all too. So these are the nations, they have no fear for the Mosai and all too. And that's how simple as they see it alone. Just small little pestilence and it's still have no fear and all too.
Most encouragement. Also, we're going to continue reading the book of Exodus chapter 9 and verse 2. Kaya, Ama, Ma'ana, Ata, Lashalaka, Wa'ai Wadaka, Maka Zayakwa, Bama, the street, Ahana, Yada, Yahweh, Hawaya, Bamakwa Naka, Asha, Bashada, Basawa Sayam, Baka Mariam, Bagam Layam, Babakwa, Wa Bataza Ana, Bada, Kabal, Ma'ada. Verse 4, Wahapala, Yahweh, Banya, Makwan, Yasharala, Wabayan, Makwan, Matazarayan, Wala'a, Yamawaf, Makal, Labanya, Yasharala, Dabar. Verse 5. Wayasham, Yahweh, Mawa'ad, Mawa'ida, La'ama, Makwa, Ya'aisha, Yahweh, Hadabar, Azahar, Abarataza. Verse 6. Waya'aisha, Yahweh, Ata, Hadabar, Hazahar, Mamakara, Waya Amath, Kal, Makwan, Matazariah, Mamakwan, Banya, Yasharala, La'a, Math, Akkad, Waya Shalaka, Para'ai, shall I ever say? Wahanna, Math, Mamakwan, Yasharala, Aida, Akkad, Waya Kabad, Laba, Para'ai, Wala'a, Shalaka, Atta, Ha'aima. Verse 8. Waya'ama, Yahweh, Masha, Wala'a, Aran, Hokawa, Lakam, Mala'a, Kapan Yakam, Payaka, Kabawash, so like a Kabashan, Wazarakowa, Masha, Hashamayama, La'ai Yana Ya, Para'ai. Right, so that's from 2 to 8.
Genesis chapter 9, verse 2. For if thou refuse to let them go, I will hold them still. Verse 3. Behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. Verse 4. And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is in the children of Israel. Verse 5. And the Lord appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. Verse 6. And the Lord did that thing on the morning, and all the cattle of Egypt died, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. Verse 7. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. Verse 8. And the Lord said unto Moses and unto Aaron, Take to you handful of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it towards the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh.
That's right.
Yeah, up to 8, right?
Yeah, up to 8.
Okay.
So we're seeing once more, the most I afflict Pharaoh, through Moses, is the more Pharaoh get hard. And he trying. When he gets so much pressure, he say, all right, I will let all go. And then soon after, he get comfortable back again in slavery. Nothing different to what our oppressor does do to us. Every time we try to kind of come out of the ghetto, come out of the hood, every time we try to do something to come out of the hands of our enemies, they come up with some kind of scheme, some kind of plan, some kind of plot to keep us down in bondage and in slavery.
Yeah, that's and the Messiah continue to They show you power and glory. So now he deal with all. They're showing you like how he went and deal with the waters and them and things. Waters are important thing again. Now he deal with the waters and then we show that and then after now he bring all these pestilence and them onto the land again and showing you how he could take all these things and what people don't like how it's pest